Ah, nature. What a thing, huh? The rolling hills. The beautiful trees. The blue waters. Whatever this thing is. Let me just show you something real quick.
Hey, I took a bit of a tumble there. My name's Noah. I'm 15. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I don't just for my entire life I've just been obsessed with the outdoors. I don't know. I've been brought up in it. I love being outside and the animals. I've always been trying to teach people about them and just try to get other people interested in them in like a family-friendly manner. Just because it's important, you know? We're starting to lose touch with nature, so I feel like a lot of people need to know about it more, especially younger people. So that's what I'm trying to do here today. This is my first time recording one of these videos, so I apologize if it's a little bad. Still working it out, but I'm trying my best. Originally, I intended on doing a video on frogs, but it's apparently too cold out today for them. But it's 19. I don't understand why. But instead, I'm gonna do sunfish. One of my personal favorites. Let's go. Alright, I've moved locations a little bit. Here's where we're gonna be filming. We call it the Rock Pond. Can you guess why? Anyways, there we go. So, I'm not sure if you can see it, but right down here, you see that little guy? Oh, I lost him. There we go. There he is. So, some people call them pumpkin seeds. They're all in like one big, basically, what's called a family. And it's all a bunch of different animals mixed up, and they're all part of like the same group. They're all related to one another. So if you have any like siblings or anything like that, you can basically think of it as that, but they're different species of animals. Actually included in that is actually bass, which is kind of weird. Once you see these little guys up close, let me see if I can find them. There we go. Oh, I lost them again. They're really hard to spot from when you're like out of the water and trying to record them. It's very difficult, but I'm gonna see if I can get one. Okay, so on the shoreline, a lot of the times they're like hiding in these little weeds. I can see one right now. There's a lot of them. After you stand in the water still for a little bit, they start swarming around you. I'm gonna see if I can get them to do that. So I'm just standing right here. If you can see them, are you able to see them? They're like, there's one there. There's so many already. Now I'm just gonna, unfortunately for them, they're not the smartest, but I'm just gonna be able to stick my net into the water, and they kind of look at it, because it's new, they don't really understand it. They're gonna look at it and become curious, and then I can just kind of, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna keep him in the water so he's a little more comfortable. And now I'm just gonna look at that. Oh, look at that. You can see all, like, the reason why they're called sunfish is because they have this really beautiful white stomach, and they have all these orange and red dots all over them, and they have these bright red eyes. And despite how they look, they're actually not, they're actually omnivores. They don't just eat, like, plants, and they don't just eat, like, worms and stuff. They actually eat both. So if you're able to, like, kick up some of the soil that's on the bottom, they'll search around for worms in it, and if there's any dead plant matter, they'll eat that too. They're really, really amazing critters, I have to say. These are actually really small ones. They get up to, I'm just gonna let them go here. They would, I would say they maybe get up to that big. They can get really big. These aren't to be confused with the ocean sunfish. Those are, first of all, they live in the ocean. This is fresh water. Second, they weigh upwards of 400 pounds. So I definitely wouldn't be able to catch one of these in this net. Yeah, they're really cool little guys. I'm gonna see if I can catch a couple more here. See if there's a bigger one that I might be able to get. There we go. That's a big guy down there. The bigger ones are much more difficult to catch because they've been around for longer, so they know what's good and what's bad for them. But I'm not necessarily hurting them here. This is just like a quick little look at them. This doesn't hurt them at all. They're completely fine. And I think, oh, I might be able to get this guy here. He got out. They're really slippery sometimes. Even if you bring them up while they're inside, I've had it a few times, they'll actually hop out of the net while it's out of the water. It's really cool. Alright. So what's really cool about this camera that I have here is that it's actually able to go underwater and take video at the same time. I don't have goggles on, so my vision's going to be a little blurry, but you should be able to see completely fine. I'm going to see if I can get a close-up shot of one of these sunfish, because when you see them underwater, they're actually, like, even prettier than they are on land, in my opinion. Alright. My camera does not like going underwater for whatever reason. It, like, closes the camera app. I don't know why. It really didn't like that. I'm still gonna see if I can just kind of, like, get really close to the water. They're all around my feet. They like to nibble on my toes. I don't know why. They're very weird. They're not the brightest, but I love them. There's a little guy. Whooshy, whooshy, whooshy. Heard a frog. Oh. I'm gonna see. I might be able to find it if I'm very lucky. I gotta be really, like, I gotta be really quiet now in order to get close enough to find it. This video was originally supposed to be about frogs because they're like my favorite animal. But I didn't see any. So I thought to myself, that's a really big sunfish. Hold on. I can't. Oh, there we go. Do you see him? He's really big. Bad news. Wasn't able to find the frog. That's unfortunate. But anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end it off. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is my first video. I'm still working out how I be able to make these a little better. Still a little bit primitive, I guess would be the word. But yeah, I had a really fun time making this. I hope you enjoy. Anyway, see ya.